But anyway, enough talking. So first thing I'm gonna do is take off the engine, which shouldn't take long. It's only 4 bolts that hold it on, and they're pretty small, so it's really simple to take off the engine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that quickly, and I'll be back when I have the engine off. Okay guys, so as you can see, the engine is off and all the mounts are off. So I have these 4 bolts, well, like 6 or something like that, holding on this plate to the chassis. I'm just going to quickly undo those and get back to you when I spray paint it. Well, the engine mount is out, and it's just like that. And the engine's out. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the spray paint and spray paint that and the exhaust, and then start putting everything back together. And then we'll move on to putting the gas tank out, and then taking it out, and then like running all the lines. All right, so I just applied a nice even coat with spray paint. I'm waiting for that to dry, flip it over, and put it on the other side and spray paint it. However, in the meantime, while that is drying, I do want to go ahead and start putting the engine back. Well, I can't right now, but I want to start taking off the gas tank and just kind of getting ready to install the new gas tank. Alright, so this shouldn't be hard. There's only a few bolts holding in the gas tank. Shouldn't be hard to take out. But first off, I obviously got to drain the line, which is right there. I just got to drain that out, which shouldn't be any big deal. And then I'll go ahead and start undoing all these bolts. Okay guys, so I finally took off that little cover system. You can see pretty much the carburetor and the fuel line being there, and it goes up in there. And also another thing I realized about this whole throttle system and the governor system and stuff is on how little throttle this thing gets. So the throttle is here, and when you pull it, that's all the throttle you get. And there's also a little block there. I don't know if you can see it, but it also kind of restricts how much, if the camera would focus, but it also kind of restricts how much throttle you can give it. But yeah, just something I wanted to point out. I'm probably just going to leave it alone because I don't want to do any tinkering with the governor system, especially with the internal governor system still being in the block, which I don't intend on taking out anytime soon. So yeah. Alright guys, it's a bit after, and I finally got the line off. It's pretty simple. It's got a little petcock system here, and it just kind of like disables the fuel, prevent it filling in the carburetor. But I'm just going to wait for that to fill up, and then I will get to taking off this gas tank. Alright guys, so I've been sitting here for a bit, and the fuel finally all drained out. See, it's just dripping now. But yeah, now I can start taking off this gas tank without gas getting everywhere, and then start preparing to put the new one on. Okay guys, so it's a bit later, and so all the gas drained out, and I took off the gas tank, and so far it looks pretty good. You may be asking about the tape here. It's like the oil sensor is there, and there's like a hole in the block there for the oil wires to go in there, so I just put tape over it so nothing doesn't get in there. It's like a bunch of layers of Gorilla Tape, the waterproof kind, and it is a pain to rip. So if you want something heavy duty, I'd recommend Gorilla Tape, because I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure it's going to do the job. Carburetor's on. I gotta put that all together, and in the meantime I put the spray paint to the exhaust, so I'm for that to dry, and I applied a new layer of spray paint to the other side, which is almost dried, but it's close to it. So anyway guys, I'll just catch you back whenever the paint dries, and then I will get ready to begin putting the whole mower back together, and I'll start it up with its new exhaust and see how it works. Alright guys, so it's a lot later now, and pretty much what I did off camera was just kind of put the mount back on. It doesn't look that good because it's not even done yet. But anyway, I do have to mount the engine on. I put the engine in my garage just for now, just have it sitting there. So tomorrow I will put the engine back on and run the line for the fuel tank and just see if it'll run. It should run. It works pretty good. And I also spray painted the exhaust off camera too. Just waiting for that to dry. And so tomorrow when we're done with, so tomorrow when all that dries and stuff, we'll come out here and I'll mount the engine up, run the line, and see if it'll run. Alright guys, so it's the next day. I'm back out here with the lawnmower out. I couldn't finish all my work yesterday because it got late out, obviously, but I'm back out here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish spray painting the exhaust since I only got like one bit of it. And I need to fasten down the plate because I did put the plate back on, but I only like finger tighten some of these screws. Like you can see, I just tighten them with my fingers. So I do need to get the ratchet and tighten those back down, fasten them down, get them nice and tight, bring the engine out, put the engine back on, run the fuel line from the new gas tank, well, the old gas tank, to the carburetor, and then fire it up and see how it goes. Alright guys, I just got done fastening down all the bolts that hold the plate down. Looks good. We are missing one because of the whole incident yesterday. I don't know if that got recorded or not, but what happened yesterday, when I was taking off this plate, I was using the drill gun for some reason. I don't know why, I just didn't use my hands. But when I got one of the bolts off, it got stuck inside of the socket, and it was like completely lodged in, like all the way. And I couldn't get it out yesterday. And I was like putting oil on it and stuff like that, letting it soak, putting WD-40 in it. And yesterday I was letting it soak. I was putting like oil in it, letting it soak, putting WD-40, trying to tap that bolt out, but it just wouldn't come out. I don't know what the heck to do with it. So if you guys know how to get that bolt out of the socket, then please comment down below, like if you do. Because I kind of do need that bolt back and the socket. I do have another one, but I do kind of just want that one back. Anyway, now that the plate is in, now I can go in and bring out the engine and start mounting that up and then running the line. Well, the engine's finally on. It's a pain getting that one on right there because the hole isn't exactly big enough for it. All the other ones are fine, but that one is just a pain to get on, and so I had to get the hammer and kind of bang it up there to try and make it fit, which I had to do last time. But now the engine's pretty much in. It's not going anywhere with all the 4 mounts in. So now what I have to do is run the line, which on this gas tank, that's where the line goes, and I can just run it to the side into the petcock, which is that nozzle there. So when I have the line fully on, then I'll hook up the exhaust. Even though it's not fully painted yet, I don't really care. I'll hook up the exhaust and fire it up with its new exhaust and its new gas tank. Alright, fuel is on, choke is open. Okay, so we have a bit of a gas leak going on there. I have no idea what the heck. There's a gas leak going on there. Might just be the overflow, it looks like, from all the gas that was in there. That's what I'm hoping it is. Hopefully it's dripping onto that. But yeah. Okay guys, so it's a bit later. I think I figured out why it's dripping gas like that. It's because I forgot to put on the clamp that goes on the carburetor right there. And so the line is kind of like while most of the fuel is going to the petcock and then into the carburetor and into the engine, and firing it. But the issue is some of it is dripping out the sides of the line because of this isn't creating the seal, and that's why it's dripping so much, and it just kind of like poured down the side, and that's why it's, I have no idea why the camera won't focus, but yeah, that's why it's dripping. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video today. I hope you leave a like and subscribe and comment down below if you guys want to give me advice on the build or whatever. I did drain the gas out of it. I got completely doused in gas, which sucks in my opinion. But yeah, I did drain the gas out of it. I think it does sound pretty good, the exhaust, since I only ran it like for maybe like 5-6 seconds because I realized it was leaking fuel. And hopefully next time when you guys see me, I'll be painting the exhaust again, and maybe installing the rear axle, since I got to get the bearings for that, and new tires since it's 1 inch and the tires now are 3/4 inch. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.